Unofficial.
Let's wait a few seconds here to get some people to jump on. All right, everybody, we are live at the library for a walk around this morning with Liz Rhodes, the operations manager, and Ron Fleming is here. Just happened to be walking around the neighborhood. He's got his yellow shirt on. And this morning's walk around is sponsored by the Whale, so thank you. And Liz, thank you for doing this. Give everyone kind of like the background of how you came to the library.
Well, I was working in Georgia at the military library on Fort Stewart, and I applied for this job. My family is from down here, so I was looking to come back. And Leroy hired me. This is my 6th year. So I went from being the head of circulation to the operations manager.
Very nice.
Yes.
So, what is it like being a military? Did you say military librarian?
Yes, I was on a military base. Yes.
Okay, I guess
I
they
was
have
not in the
libraries.
military, yes. I was a civilian worker.
I see. All right, so obviously some damage here.
Yes.
And Ron, you were telling me before that you were driving your bike by the days after the storm, and what did you see?
Yeah, the first day that everyone was allowed on the island. My wife and I were here, and our bikes were okay, but we were driving by, and the library doors were open, and so we just went in, just up the first level of steps, and you could see where there had been water in there, and it was the mud and the slush, and there was stuff all over the floors. So Jan got a hold, probably you,
Yes.
and said,
Pretty quickly.
we're at the library, and at the very least, you need to get somebody to board the place up.
Yeah.
And that just started it. They hired remediation people, and their equipment's still here. Those machines have been running for 8 months now.
Do you remember how old the library is? Because it's still pretty new.
It's fairly new. I'm not sure.
The original building was 51, but this one was 61, and then the renovations were in 2012.
2012 renovations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you first got here, Liz, what did you see?
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
I don't mean that. I mean after the storm.
After the storm, yes, one of my employees that called me, who lives across the street, was able to wade over and come in the doors. The doors were opened, so it was an absolute mess. Books everywhere, sand everywhere, CDs and audio books were all over the ground. So I talked to Jan and Ron, and they had a remediation company that they sent our way, so we could get this boarded up until we're able to actually get on the island and get started. But it's a long process, figuring out what was lost and
Sure.
What we still have left. So a lot of the structure on the outside is cosmetic. There is some hardscaping in the parking lot that needs to be done. Landscaping obviously will have to be put back. We have some natural landscaping now, which is absolutely beautiful. So I don't so much have a problem with the faces and the sunflowers. But yeah, most of the work that we have to do is going to be on the inside of the building.
What do we know how far the water came up?
14 feet.
14 feet, she said. That's pretty high.
And you'll see when we get inside, it's 10 feet to the top of the stairs, and then it was 4 feet above the top of the stairs into the first floor.
Okay, let's go on it.
When I was able to hook up with Florida Task Force 2, and because the building had been open, when the remediation people were finally ready to go to work,
Yeah.
they said, we need somebody to clear the building. We don't know who's in there. So I was able to hook up with Task Force, because they were just down the street, and I said, would you go make sure that the building's safe? And everywhere a 6-member task force team of firefighters go, there's 6 firefighters who actually search and do the rescues, but everywhere they go, they have 2 armed federal agents because they don't know where they're going. So I asked them, would you come into the library? And they said, yeah, but we got to get permission. And it said it's going to take a while. About a half hour later, the first thing they did, they finally got permission. The team leader said, okay. He said, these guys are going in first. And 2 armed agents, I think they were from the Forest Service.
Okay.
But they went in, together with their guns drawn.
So they just want to clear the place. Gotcha.
And then they said 25 mediation people, and they didn't want to open the door and see someone, because who knows? Because as you know, that Leroy, the director, he was murdered.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like crazy homeless guy.
Yeah.
So. All right.
And I will show you guys inside.
All right. You guys are all fenced in now for safety purposes and to keep people out.
Yeah, and the equipment safe. A lot of the equipment's still outside. Some of the supplies for the fencing is outside. Obviously, the generators are a pricey thing, so keeping them safe.
Now, what do you got? What do you got going over there with these tubes?
Okay, so our chiller unit went down for the main part of the building.
Chiller units?
Yes.
What is that?
Our AC system.
Oh, your air conditioners.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So they are currently working to diagnose the problem. In the meantime, we've got Kirk Reynolds here, so the generator can pump the cold air in so that the books stay safe. Humidity is not good for the books to hear.
All right. I know it's hard to hear until we get inside, so.
These are basically like dehumidifiers and air conditioners.
All right. A little bit better for the sound here. I don't know if there's a way. Can we shut that? Because the. I want to make sure people can hear you. All right. There we go. All right.
So obviously we lost both book drops. There's one book drop in the front and there's one in the back as well. This was completely submerged with water. So both book drops are being replaced. ADA compliant book drop will be put down here so that wheelchair access is available. And the elevator was obviously on the ground floor. So the
Yep.
elevator is the major part of the reconstruction. We've also, the terrazzo is still fine, which is very promising. But all the surface came off the stairs. And obviously the mural on our wall as well.
Oh, what a bummer. Yeah.
Turn some lights on to get a better view of here.
Wow, this is depressing, Ron.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was.
It's
No
much
kidding.
better than
I
it
mean,
was.
there was just stuff everywhere.
I mean, I have pictures in my mind of the way it was before the storm. I mean, it's just crazy.
And so,
Go ahead.
the person who used to sit right by the front door, Mitch Picai.
Yeah. Passed away in the storm, yeah. Yeah. Tell everybody what used to be on this floor.
Okay, this was our main area. We had our staff assistance desk. We had our audiovisual section, so all the DVDs, the audiobooks, the playaways, and all of our kids' area was over here. So all of the chapter books, kids' books, picture books, our playroom. So everything that was in the playroom was submerged. I guess the waves were kind of high once they were in here because the little sofas and stuff from the kids' area had washed up the stairs to the landing. So there was a lot of damage done here, but it's promising now. I mean, I see progress. We've got insulation up. We've got our drywall ready to go. Our permit was awarded last Saturday, so
Nice.
yay.
So the permit,
Progress.
I mean, this might sound like a dumb question, but permit for what? The entire building?
All the projects, all
Okay.
of our contractors attach on to.
I see.
Yes.
And so where will you start?
Flooring, most likely after the insulation and the drywall. The flooring has already been selected. Shelving is being manufactured right now. That could take some time, a couple months for that to come in. Once that starts coming in, we can start moving the materials back down from downstairs. What we were able to save is being housed upstairs for the meantime until we have shelving and actual floors to put in. But it's gonna be a process. The Community Foundation did donate a lot to us to rebuild our children's area. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot of great ideas for that. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited to bring that back.
Is there enough insurance money, and did you get help with insurance and all that?
Yes, we had a really good insurance policy.
Wait, what? What'd she say?
know.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I know. No, FMIT, Florida Mitigation, they have a really great trust insurance, so it pretty much puts us back the way that we were before.
Nice.
It doesn't cover hardscaping, but there wasn't too much that was done to hardscaping and the landscaping, so that's on us. Anything that was existing prior hand to the storm obviously is going to be on us as well, but a majority of this is all covered by.
That's great.
Yes.
Great news, finally, on the insurance front.
Picked out our flooring and our paint, which I'm pretty excited
Oh,
about.
here we are.
Direction.
So, tell us what you're doing here.
Well, we used to, I don't know if you've been, how often you've been in the library before, but we had Mondo rubber flooring, which is kind of like what's in a gym. It's very durable, but Leroy had a very specific pattern. There was waves that led to each of the different sections of the library. We went to try to recreate that, and unfortunately a lot of the colors are no longer available, and the substitutions they had were really loud. So,
Everybody, if you could speak up a little bit.
yes,
There
sorry.
it's not your, it's my phone. It's really not you. I need to get a microphone. But
That's okay. So we are going to be doing LVP on the floor. It's a durable plank that'll go down. It'll be in the middle area here, and then carpeting back where we had it before. We did have carpeting throughout on the kids' side, so that's going back into place. Accent walls, we have this nice pencil cream, and keep it mostly white.
you got two different colors here.
Yeah,
What
that,
did you?
that sunny Verdana is out.
That's
That-
too sunny?
That was
Too
way
bright?
Too sunny for us. But
Got a problem with yellow?
a little bit. But yeah, we got a lot of plans for this. And
So this was the reception area, kind of, the
Yeah, that's
desk,
the
and this
front
was the
desk.
kids' area.
yeah, and where we had story time is right around the corner here. I can show you. So our fans are figures still did last. They are okay. They checked the interiors to make sure that no water had gotten into them. They are still fine. And our gumbo limbo tree held up really well.
That's not a real tree, is it?
No, it's
Okay.
not. It is concrete.
For those of you that are not from Fort Myers, that is the tree of Fort Myers Beach, the gumbo limbo tree. How many gumbo limbo trees are there on the island, Ron?
I know there's at least one.
Good answer.
And one fake one. This is where we had story time. So
Okay.
we're gonna put this back together so that we can start doing programming again soon.
And
We
you
hope
got.
to be able to do online story hour.
Oh, cool. Online story. How would you do that? Online story hour? Through Facebook?
We did it before. We did Facebook Live. I'm hoping to maybe partner with some of the hotels to let me come into the lobby and do a story hour, weekly story hour with kids. I'm trying to get some interest.
Yeah, that's a
Got
great
survey
idea. I
going,
love
so
that.
To see how many people would be able to show up, how many kids and families are still on the island and would be interested in something like that.
Yeah.
So trying to get a little
What
bit
books
of
would you read from? My favorite is The Cat in the Hat.
The Cat in the Hat is wonderful.
Yeah.
Has it been banned?
No, no, I don't. Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at that lately.
The other Dr. Seuss books, yes, sir, absolutely. The kids love the pigeon books. I don't know if you've ever heard of the pigeon books. Don't let the pigeon drive the bus.
No, was that a new series?
Mo Willems has been around for a little bit, but the kids really get into it.
Yeah.
They're very.
A lot of. I like books with a lot of pictures. They have a lot of. Okay, good.
Yeah. So we're going to redo the children's courtyard as well.
Children courtyard, all right.
All of the offices were wiped out, so those are all going to get redone. We're doing kind of a reception area in the main office here for notaries, so our director can come out and do notaries and help people within the office. So that would be wonderful. If you want, we can go upstairs. And
Yeah, yeah.
see the
So that is cold air coming
That is
through
very
that
cold
thing.
air.
Now the water. How high up do you think it came on this floor? Do you?
They said it was right below this height here.
So we're up on the. I mean, It's not really the first floor. It's the second
No,
floor.
it's 10 feet to the top.
So 10 feet here, and then another 4 feet. It's amazing when you look out and see that you can't even see the water from here.
Yeah.
How that storm surge came across. I mean, how far do you think that is? Quarter of a mile to the beach?
About that.
And it's 14 feet.
Beach is pretty wide,
Crazy.
but you can see it.
Crazy.
One thing that people forget when they say the water's 14 feet, that doesn't include the waves.
Yeah.
It's not a lake. It's
Yeah,
moving.
right, right.
So it could be 14 feet deep, but the waves are another 4.
This is, of course, another dumb question, but did the water make its way through the building out the other side and blew the back door off?
Right. So, it was funny though because a lot of the stuff that was on top of our desks stayed in place. So the desks were rotting out. There was water underneath. Everything that was underneath was rotted. But a lot of my stuff on top of my desk hadn't even touched. But the back door, the pressure just blown it off.
When you left
Yes.
the last day, like was it Monday that you
It was
worked?
Monday, yes.
What did you think I'm sure you didn't think you'd come back to this.
No.
What were you thinking might happen?
Well, with Irma, Irma, I mean, I anticipated so much more with Irma. I lived in Lehigh at the time, so I was more worried about my job than I was about my home. And now coming here, they gave us such, it seemed like a little bit late warning, and they weren't making too much of a big deal about it. So we put up our sandbags, we went through our procedures, and I thought I'd be back to work on Thursday.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
It's not funny, but it's so weird that people were putting sandbags
Yes.
in front of the building, thinking
Yes.
that the sandbags.
It
I
did
mean, I remember
absolutely
seeing that on Old San Carlos the day before when I was walking around. People putting sandbags out front of their building. It was like, yeah, not. It didn't matter one bit. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Upstairs is where we've been keeping all of our supplies. Everything that the remediation company boxed up for us went upstairs, so we could sort through and see what was salvageable and what was not. We have gotten a lot of donations since the storm, so we're trying to build back the kids' collection.
Now, donations for what? Everything?
Everything. A lot of people have been focusing on what we were asking for, which was children's books, chapter books, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, that kind of thing. But they have also been donating other things, which is wonderful because once we are able to process all of this, a lot of it can go back to the friends for their book sales.
Is there anything specific that the library needs that you didn't get?
We could always use more board books.
Board
more
books?
Kids picture books.
What are board books?
Board books are for like babies. Real hard cardboard, durable. They have maybe 1 or 2 words per page, lots of pictures, but they're very small, handheld for toddlers.
Are they available on Amazon?
Yes, everywhere you can go. I'm going to turn some lights on for us so you can see a little bit
Hear
more.
that, folks? Got a plan coming. And we have power.
We have power. We have power and water. I'm going to give you, if you're careful,
Yeah.
step over this.
Ron, be careful. I know you're old.
So far, what I've
Oh.
been able to sort
Wow.
through, these are all the donations that we've gotten.
Nice.
So children's nonfiction, picture books, these are what I was talking about. Small picture books like this are always helpful. This is a book book.
I got it
Yeah.
now. Okay,
Very-
board books. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you get a lot of babies that come in looking to read? And
We have a lot of parents that want to read to their kids.
Okay.
And let them interact with the books. So board books are a good way for.
do you read board books to the grandkids, Ron?
Always.
Oh wait. You can see we've gotten a lot of wonderful
Yeah.
donations.
Yeah.
In addition to monetary donations.
Where'd the donations come from?
Lots of individuals. We had one lady who did a Jeep rally for us over at Southern Fresh Farms, which was wonderful. They did a Stuff a Jeep event, so people stuffed their Jeeps, brought them out, and they drove them all out here to us, so that was wonderful. We had a women's group in Manatee County that gathered a lot of books for us. They had a book club, and they wanted to help. A lot of individuals
Yeah.
and our patrons, too, that, say, hey, I still got some of your books, but I want to donate some books, too, and that's perfectly fine. We can't process returns at the moment. So
Returns.
Returns. So if people still have
oh.
library books
Gotcha.
from before the storm, we ask that they keep them
Yeah.
until we can get our internet up and running and we can process the returns.
I can't imagine many books were saved on the island. Maybe
No,
off the island.
I'm not
right?
counting on it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not holding anybody to that. If
Do
you
you
lost
have-
it in the storm, you lost it.
Do you have some kind of records of all the books that you had before the storm? Is that something
We
you
do.
had?
In our
that was-
catalog, our library catalog had the entire collection, but without knowing what washed out. The remediation company did go through and take pictures of the covers of things that they were able to pull out of the sand.
Got it.
So I'm trying to decipher some of those covers and barcodes to see what they actually are so that they can be manually removed from the collection.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But we've been working at separating everything, getting it out to where it needs to go, so it's ready for when we open back up. Obviously, we've got tubing up here too. We've got a little bit of a roof issue that they are working on. We've got a little bit of leak over there, so didn't
Yeah.
damage any of the books, but
Now, all those books over there are in good condition?
They
and
are.
They were
Everything
up here before?
yes,
Okay.
everything on the second floor was perfectly fine. But I can walk down this way.
The shelves like that were on the first floor.
They're all? Yeah.
So they are being, our carpenter is working on those.
Liz, what do you think the percentage of books that you had you lost?
I had 11,000 items from the remediation company that they found within the rubble. So I don't know how much else washed out to sea yet.
So they found 11,000 that left the library, and that's in addition to all the stuff that wasn't ruined.
Correct.
All the first floor
Everything-
stuff.
Everything that was on the first, second, and third shelf pretty much got ruined, but there was a fourth and a fifth shelf, so everything that was up a little bit higher was okay. So I can show you what we've pulled from the sand and mud.
See, told you, Ron.
Don't fall. So all of the DVDs that we pulled, most of them are going to have to get new covers on them because they were saturated with water, but the DVDs are still okay. It's just a lot of
People use DVDs still?
Yes.
Huh.
Well, again, that's one of my fears now is we have such a big DVD collection. A lot of the condos and apartments on the island seem to have VHS players or DVD players, Blu-ray players. I don't know.
VHS players?
It's
like saying
a
cassette deck.
No, but now I don't know how many people are going to have access to DVD
I
players.
see,
but
yep. Well, you have a lot. It's like a Blockbuster back here.
All of our carts are rusted out, so we were replacing
Were
all
these
of
on
them.
this floor or the first floor?
They were all on the first floor. And then all the kids' books that were managed to be saved. And our fish survived. 6 weeks
Oh,
after
we got to
the
go see
storm,
the fish. Who
somebody-
came in and was feeding the fish?
No,
Wow. And they all survived.
they did survive.
That's crazy.
I called our company that handles this, and they said, well, I mean, we can kind of stir the water, keep feeding them, take out the dead ones, and keep going, and maybe they'll survive, and they did.
Wow.
About 8-9 weeks after the storm is when we finally were able to get somebody out here to clean the tank, and we still have some survivors.
Are they goldfish?
I don't think so. I'm not quite sure.
Wow.
what fish they are.
That's crazy that they survived.
Yes.
The tank looks great.
Yes, there was a lot of kids' books that we were able to save.
If anyone has any questions for Liz about the library, type them in there. Can people still get a library card online or something? Or
You can register. Being able to get you the physical card to be able to check out things. If you want to register online to get a library card number to be able to download ebooks, yes, that is
Okay.
a possibility.
where do they go? To the library website?
fmb.lib.us, the library webpage.
Wait.
They can go there. I can do it
You
a
made
little
it.
bit
You
slower.
made it. It's such an easy website. Say that again.
fmb.lib.fl.us.
Yes, Don. I'm gonna work on that after the show. Don't worry about it.
Head over
Yes.
here
Yeah.
on that library, the book.
She's gonna make me jump over this obstacle again.
First completed unabridged Webster's Dictionary, one of our oldest dictionary items.
Serious?
Have, yes. So that's stayed on display, and I'm gonna try to work with it a little bit and do a little bit more of a display. I'm working on this room. This used to kind of just be a literacy room. I would like it to be a study room for the beach kids after school. So I'm trying to clear some of this stuff out so that we have rooms specifically designated for
It's all this shell stuff here.
a lot of donations.
Okay.
Yes.
Why would the library need shells? You just don't want to turn it away, right?
A little bit. We have shell crafting classes.
Oh,
during
I didn't
the
know that.
season, so that's always good. But a lot of people donated, but some more so nice that they were kind of beyond crafting and more so just for display.
Yeah.
We have a pretty decent shell collection over there that's got them all labeled. So a lot of people want to bring their shells in to identify them. This is a good place to do.
I see. Very nice. Now, was this Webster's on the first floor or was up here? Yeah.
A lot of the artwork that was on the walls downstairs we lost. Tables, chairs, that kind of thing. But it is all replaceable. And
She says laughingly. Is there another floor or is this it?
there is a third floor.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Yes,
take
yeah.
a tour?
Yeah, there's what's on the third floor that
That's our community room.
Yeah.
Cafe, kind of open
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
for internet.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you can take a walk upstairs.
Yeah.
I see you found that. So I was gonna offer it up, but you know,
we'll do that at the end, right?
as a prop.
It's on you can get one on Amazon, but it takes forever.
These eggs.
Yes, Leroy's eggs are still here.
What eggs? What are you talking about? Where we?
Leroy was
Oh.
an artist. He did a lot of Hyansky, and I'm not quite sure how to pronounce, but it's wax paint and it's very detail oriented. It took a lot of time to do these eggs. He did a lot of pride in it.
Mike wants to know if you got any grants to replace the books and the materials.
We did get money from the Community Foundation. Yes.
Okay.
So far.
And that's a local organization, Mike. Well, you probably already know that.
This is a bit of a hike, so I'm gonna help you up. It's a little warm.
Okay. And this is where the fire department, right? The fire district used to hold their board meetings, right, Ron?
Yes.
They still doing them at Diamond Head?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ed the Sandman, he's the,
Did he do that?
Yes.
you've seen him.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Was this here a long time, or he just did that recently?
He had done that, I want to say a couple months before the storm.
Wow, that stuff holds up great.
He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they use a little bit of glue. Yeah, glue in the sand.
Wow. Does he come in and change it from time to time, or are you going to keep it that way?
We're going to keep this for a little while, and then let him know whenever he's ready to do something new, we're ready to. So
Yeah.
I mean, people love to come up and look at it, and they love to watch him work when he was
Yeah, that's amazing.
creating it.
Yeah, he's a genius.
A lot of people came and watched, so it was wonderful. So I think it's good for him and good for us.
Yeah.
Our mural managed to survive. I was worried a little bit about the mural on the inside of our elevator, but
Oh, yeah.
all the way down, it appears to be
Who
completely.
painted that?
Jamie Birch.
Is she still around?
Yes.
He?
Yes.
So you say Jamie or Jimmy?
JD.
J.D. Birch,
Yes.
local artist.
Yes.
I got to get in touch with him. We're trying to repaint the wavy wall
Okay.
in Times Square.
Happy Jack.
That looks like something that would fit in there. I have to get that. Remember that name, J.D. Birch. All right, so got
Friends, that's the Friends bookstore.
Okay.
Nothing was affected there.
Friends of the Library Bookstore, and that's where they raise money for the library.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. So our public area, I'm still not really sure what we're going to do with the cafe. We had Penny from Wave of Vitality set up a little shop here, and he had opened the Thursday before the storm. So he came and got his stuff, and we're not sure since we don't know when we're going to open, whether or not he's going to be able to come back. We hope.
Yeah, and he's not open anywhere either, right? Where was his shop?
He was in secret. Yes, and then had this little setup in here. So we hope to get somebody who can be in the cafe during library hours, before and after programming, first thing in the morning.
Is there enough traffic for a business?
During the season, yes, I would say absolutely. Coffee, small snacks, muffins, stuff like that would be useful.
Yeah.
So if anybody is interested,
It's quite the view for a library.
yes. And more so with you now.
Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot more, right? I mean, I don't remember what was there. Do you?
Was it the Villa?
Yeah, it was
La Villa Hotel.
old hotel.
Yeah.
And it looks like that property is for sale there. I know they're rebuilding.
Yes. So yes, we have
Yeah, yeah.
Our view of Bay Oaks was kind of obscured for a while by the giant trash piles, but
I
now
can't.
those are gone.
Can you imagine being up here during the storm and seeing those waves? Now you can really see perfectly how far away the beach is. And the fact that that water came all this way and was 14 feet over is just crazy how powerful that Mother Nature is. Wow. All right, what do we
Our
got?
makeshift office,
Okay.
where we operate for now. We don't be able to get the internet running, so that get our employees back.
How many employees does the library have at full operation?
8 clerks, 5 full-time staff.
What are they all doing now?
Our clerks are relaxing.
Yes,
Waiting to
waiting.
come back to work. Yes, and hopefully sooner rather than later. As soon as we're able to get internet, we will most likely get back up here.
How do you get revenue then for them to be able to get paid?
Right now, we already had the budget set for the year, so our full-time employees are still working
Yeah.
four of us. So there's not many of us doing this work right now. But
Yeah, and the library is its own taxing district, so when the
Correct.
taxes go out, whatever properties are left, part of that tax base will pay for the budget.
yes.
Just want to see the view here to Bay Oaks, or what's left of it. That was Meyer side, and you see the ball field, Bay Oaks building, and the school's behind us. They're getting ready to, I think they're getting ready to start work on that historical building next week. I got a note about that.
They
So
got a little bit of time to get a lot done.
yeah, a little bit at a time is right. Yeah.
And I hope some of my kids go.
Oh, good, good. All right, so guess we could head back down, right? This was awesome, awesome. So what are you thinking about a rough estimate for when the library might open?
I can tell you when I would like it to be open.
Tomorrow doesn't count.
I would like to say August. I think I'm being a little optimistic. I know that our contractor has said the things that need to be done once the permit is in should move quickly.
Nice.
Drywall installation, flooring, and stuff like that should move quickly. So I am hoping for August, but I would say it would be probably more conservative to say September or October.
That's still pretty good. I mean, with all that damage to this building,
Yes.
to be open after a year wouldn't be too bad. Anybody have any questions for Liz? So, what do you think if we put like an Amazon list together for those board books and have them, can you take mail here or should it be sent somewhere else and delivered?
We do have a PO box in Cape Coral. All of our packages are going right now, so I can give that address for you.
Sweet.
I think you may have shared it in the one store you had done for us,
Okay.
but I can definitely send it to you.
Because people are already asking how they can help.
Yes.
Ask Liz.
Monetary donations can be mailed to the physical address for the library, the
Okay.
2755 Estero, but I will get you the address in Cape Coral for packages of those.
Sweet. Ask Liz if she knows if the beach school will need help with getting reading books.
That I don't know. I have not talked to them about the condition of their library. They have a small library over there. Miss Prop is a librarian over there, so I need to get with them and see what they've lost, but I'm sure they could use help as well. The elementary PTO, the FMB PTO group, they have a Facebook page.
Okay.
I
Yep.
think they've put out lists before of things that
Right.
they need. So
Do you have a volunteer program?
we do have a volunteer program. I have a lot of volunteers. I think I've got about 15 to 20 volunteers. Some of them are snowbirds, some of them are year-round. I can't bring them back yet because of the construction site.
Uh-huh.
This is not a construction site. I don't mind so much having volunteers, but I've appreciated all the offers for help. A lot of people have offered to come out, do whatever they can. So,
Kelly Smith says it's so good to see you, Liz.
hey, Kelly.
Oh, I know Kelly's not here. I always forget where she is, but she's a big member of the Community Foundation. Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, what do you got going on here? This is
That's right.
From the Community Foundation,
so Ron.
friends of Fort Myers Beach
Oh,
are getting presented to you.
oh, wonderful.
Another check for
$20,000.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. That's
Friends-
wonderful.
So the Friends of Fort Myers Beach have donated $20,000. Now that's from sales of from the store, the book sales.
books or, I don't know. I'm not a part of the organization.
Yeah.
I'm the
So
only one who could be here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fresh money.
Yeah.
That's money.
That's new money.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. There's a lot of things that we'd like to do. I mean, I want to get a lot more community-based programming in here. I know I had talked to Jan a little bit about the idea of doing a community open house here in the library when we're open.
Yeah.
Inviting
Yeah.
the nonprofits to come out,
Great idea.
getting an event permit so we could have some food trucks.
Yeah.
Handouts. People love free stuff.
Mhm.
I'd love to get some of those beach tote bags that they had put out. Maybe I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. So this will definitely help us get a lot more social events in here and welcome people back. I'd also like to do some hurricane preparedness courses. I'm not sure if the fire department is on
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wonderful.
Darn, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the books. You guys were often doing book sales in the basement.
Yes.
Can you do that again, or will you do that soon?
We will
Or?
when we open.
Okay.
They were done during season, so it was typically 4 during season. I think they were usually November, December.
Yeah.
I think maybe January was skipped. It was February, March.
Now, were they
maybe.
donated books, or were they books in the library that weren't really being?
Combinations.
Okay.
So donations that we received that did not make library quality would go out to the book sale, or things that we already had a copy of would go out to the book sale, and then things that were withdrawn from the collection because they were dated or a little bit faded all go to the book sales as well.
And those were all destroyed, everything downstairs.
Everything downstairs was destroyed. So there was 150 boxes of donations that were from the book sale that were lost. But so far I've got a pretty decent amount
Yeah.
coming back to the friends. So we're going to have enough books for our books.
Does it have to be on the library property? Like, could you hold it somewhere else and collect the money in a different spot,
No, sure. I don't think that would be an issue if somebody was willing to let me use the space.
like Times Square?
Yes.
Like
I think
somebody.
I'd have to get with the friends and see how many friends are still in town. They're the ones who, coordinate, organize, and operate all of the
You'd
book
have to
sales.
move all those.
We'd have to move them
Yeah.
to actually get them to Times Square to put them out on the tables. We have tables still. I mean, obviously we lost the tables that were down here, but the folding tables are all up on 3. So we can walk them down or
No,
we elevator.
please, yeah, that would be.
Yeah, no.
People would help in a heartbeat. So.
But anything that we can do, right now, we're just trying to get back to the point where we can do curbside service. Once we get figured out what we've lost and what we still have, we can open up our catalog so that people can request books, stop by, pick them up. We would have them checked out for them. So that's our hope to get to that point soon.
Any parting words for the folks out there? Thank you so much for the tour of the library.
Oh, of course. Thank you for being here, and thank you to the friends. This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you for all of you for your continued support.
All right, Liz Rhodes, everybody at the Fort Myers Beach Library. Ron Fleming was here helping us out. Thanks to the Whale for sponsoring our walk around today. We'll see you at 11 o'clock at Wahoo Willie's for our gigantic giveaway today.